Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to the course of Introduction to Computing. It's lecture number 2047, and today we will see some PowerPoint basics. So let's start. In previous lecture, we have seen some insert options, and today we will continue where we left off by seeing more options of animations and design. So let's move on to the PowerPoint and see what are those options are. So welcome back. First of all, we will create a new presentation or blank presentation to see other effects. I'm going to open an existing application of so that we can do some hands-on. Uh, we did some we checked some options in our previous lecture. Uh, Up to charts, forms, we have covered these topics: how to add new slides, how to reuse existing slides, how to add table, and see different design options of the tables, how to add pictures and screenshots and photo albums. We have seen shapes, icons, how to insert 3D models and smart art, and how to use different charts. And we have seen options of the form. This is a new option in Office 365 for creating forms, online forms for surveys and for quizzes. And these add-ins are this option is for advanced users. And now let's move on this section and see how can we add zoom feature in our presentation. So I'm going to add a new slide over here in the top of the existing slide, and let's see new slide. Okay, in this slide I'm going to change its layout. Let's see, is a blank, so I can add some content over here. So now let's add the feature of zoom. After clicking zoom, you can see three options. First one option is summary zoom. Now let's start this summary zoom and add it. After clicking the summary zoom button, we can see different slides. It will open a new dialog, and this dialog you can see different slides in your current presentation. So because we are creating the summary of the slides or our presentation, so let's move on and add some slides, like, so let's suppose my first slide and second slide, and let's suppose because these slides are hidden, first I will unhide these slides, and then it is visible over here. Okay, 5, 6, and 8, and 9 and 10. I'm adding some couple of slides. So I have add these slides in the blank slide, and now let's move on. And before we can, let's unhide these slides so that these can be visible. Okay, I'm going to unhide. I'm going to set multiple slides. uh, okay, this one, and so that these slides are available unhide. Okay, so let's move on. The previous slide where we have created summary zoom. Okay, now I'm going to show you this slide via a slideshow. I am from the current slide. Okay, now you can see different slides on your slide page. These are called zoom sections. This is the first zoom section, this is second, and then this is third. So now clicking on any section, you can directly jump onto that section. Now let's move on. Here you can see that when I click on this section, it will take me to that slide. Now once when I click back, it will take me to the next slide. Okay, in this way you can create your presentations more interactive and more animated, and it looks very good. Okay, it's something like a Prezi-like effect in your PowerPoint presentations. So now and then, okay, and then similarly we can, and then clicking again, we can zoom different sections interactively. So this is a feature with the help of which we can do certain things. Okay, I hope you are getting what does it means. So this is the way with the help of which we can add different sections in our slides. Let's see this one. and then after clicking this one, okay. So this is a way with the help of which we can add different slide zooms in our presentations. So let's move on, and once again I'm going to delete these slide zooms, okay, so that we can do some more uh, uh, content, add more content in our existing slides. Okay, I have deleted all these things. Okay, let's move on. And this is the default section. I'm going on the zoom, and then click on the section zoom. We have seen this summary zoom, and now then we are now checking another option which is called section zoom. Here once again, if you are let's see, in our previous lecture we have seen different we have created different sections, like section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4, according to the category of our presentation. We have already covered these sections. This is section number 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So let's now we are going to create a section zoom. If you are section 1 is empty, now section 1 and then section 2, only two sections. So we can directly jump on those sections by using this slide, okay. So now I'm clicking on this same section, and then this means that in one click I can iterate on the whole section. If I want to jump on the sections, then I can do like this, okay. So this is the way with the help of which we can we can iterate on our sections, okay. I am currently in section number 9. So that's why in section number 9 there are how many slides? When I click on this, there are section number 9, they have so many slides in this section. Let's suppose I'm going to add section number 9, and let's see, I'm going to add section number 10. Add section number, let's suppose it is section number 10. Rename, and then I need only two sections, section number 9 and section number 10. And section number 10 has 3 slides. Let's add another section which is called section number 11. Okay, now let's section 10 and section 11, I want to touch on these two sections, section number 10 and section number 11. I'm going to delete these two sections, and now once again I'm going to the insert tab, and then I'm going to section zones. So I have created two sections. One is section number 9, and the other one is section number 10. I need only two sections, okay. Let me okay, these are the sections. This is section number 9, and this is section number 10. After clicking save, and then I'm going to on the two sections, okay. Now you can see that after clicking on this, I will directly jump on section number 9. When I press this, okay. So this is the way with the help of which we can add sections in our slides. And the third option, let's check the third option, which is called section zoom, slide zoom, okay. If I want to zoom a particular slide, let's say I'm going to add this slide. I want to add this slide in my presentation. So after clicking this, I will directly jump to that slide. So there are three options available. First option is for adding summary zoom. The second option is for section zoom, and the third option is slide zoom. So with the help of these options, we can make our presentations more interactive and more having a great look. So this is all about zoom. Let's move on and add. Let's see, I'm going to add a link over this text, okay. Sometimes we need links. I'm going to add a link over here. It is called Google. Let's say I'm going to add a link. So when after double clicking on it and then add a link, uh, the insert link, text to display Google, and we can add http dot google.com. Okay, let's see where it goes. And after clicking on current slide, agenda, and then it's animations. Okay, when I click on date, it will take me to the Google search engine page. As you can see, it is opening like that. So in this way, we can add different links in our presentations and jump onto that. After clicking, press Control and then click on that link. It will take me to the that particular link. Okay. So this is the way with the help of which we can add links. And let's move on again to the insert and then add actions. Okay. So what it does, mouse click, run program. It can run program. It can run macro. These are options for some advanced users, mouse over. So no need to check this option because it is for advanced users. We have already checked this comment option in our previous lecture, and now let's move on the text box. If you want to add a new text box over here, then you can click on that and move. You can add text, add a text option. Okay, right clicking on that, and then you can add text. So this is called text box. Okay, I can use different options for formatting. Shape format. Let's see. I'm going to like this one. It's not taking any effect. So let's now move on to text box, and this option is for adding different shapes. Okay, now let's move on and to the insert, but and then see what other options available. If you want to add some headers and footers to your slides, then you can use this option. Uh, Same dialog you have seen before, so no need to discuss it again. And now let's see sample text, and now click on that and you can see different options, word art and such on. Okay, sample text. It will create a sample text for you. You can here is insert, and this is another other other effect, sample text. Okay, with the help of this word art, you can insert multiple word arts. That's I'm going to add this one. Okay, and let's see what other options are available. This is for date and time. If you want to add date to your slides, you can use different date formats. Currently, it is United States format. There are multiple languages of Pakistan. You can add dates like in this fashion, and there are other calendars like available. Hijri calendar is available over here, and al Qura calendar is available over here. So three different calendars, and Urdu calendar, Hijri calendar, is Islamic calendar, Georgian calendar, and al Qura calendar. So you can add dates by using these calendars. Okay, let's see. I'm going to add this long date format, so it will come like that in that fashion. Normally, the date appears in the footer, so clicking in the footer and then add this button Thursday, and okay, you can see we can add dates like this. And what this option is for, the insert slide numbers. If you want to add a slide number, you can do this. Let's see, it has already been added, so no need to add it again. And what this option for? This is an embedded object. If you want to add, let me add another slide so that it can be more self-descriptive. Blank slide, and now I'm going to insert and then add an object. So it is creating a new bitmap image, Microsoft Excel file, and graph chart, Microsoft graph chart. So there are different objects you can insert. Even you can insert a PowerPoint, another MS Word document. Let's see what happens when we add. a Word document in the PowerPoint slide. It is inserting a Word document in the PowerPoint slide. Okay, as you can see, I have selected a Word document. You can add text like this version. This is called an embedded object. This is an embedded object. Okay, and it opens this when I click outwards. I can see the same interface. So let's delete this one. Okay, it has been deleted. Okay, now let's move on and see other options. If you want to add some symbols in the text, then you can use a symbol. This is for equations. You can use different mathematical equations, like area of the circle is for this one. If you want to add some formulas in your presentations, then you can use these equations and structures. If you want to add some matrix or operators, limit and logarithms, brackets, you can use these special insert and then add symbols over here. Okay, and this is for equations, mathematical equations, and this is for normal symbols. After clicking on that, you can see multiple symbols over here which are encoded here in a Unicode character encoding. Okay, this is the copyright, this is the register mark, registered sign. Okay, let me add this register and then close now. So normally we add the register sign over here. Let me delete this state and add the register sign so that it can be visible. Copyright and trademark and the register. So as you can see, different let me enlarge it so that they can be easily visible to you. So in this fashion you can add symbols to your slides. Okay, these are called symbols: trademark, copyright and registered symbols in your slides. So let's move on and see other options available. How can we play with slides? Okay, if you want to add a video into your presentation, then you can use this option, video option. Let me add a video. Let me create a blank slide. Okay, and then add a video. So after clicking on this button, we can see these three options. This device stock videos. For stock videos, it will search online, and online videos it can also search online. Okay, so I'm going to add stock videos. Let me check if there is any video is available over here. Yes, and then it will take some time because it is loading from an online link. That's why it takes some time. So the video has been added to the current slide. Now let's move on and click on that in the slide mode. Okay, as you can see, I have added a video in my slide. So you can entertain your audience with the help of adding video in your slides. You are seeing a video in your slide. I can, this is the timer, and now I'm going to add. So with the help of this, you can add videos in your slides. I'm going to delete this one and then insert options. You can add audio from your PC and recorded audio, and you can also record the screen. So check this option. This is a very interesting option in PowerPoint, which is called screen recording. How you record your front screen and record something with your audio. So check this option by yourself. Now let's move on the design section and see what design options are available. So with the help of these options, we can apply different designs to our slides. Currently, it is a totally white background slide. Now I am going to give it some look. This is the default, and okay. Now, as you can see, when I click on that, it takes effects immediately. Now I'm going to click on that and click on that. So there are different design options available. and there are some variants available for designs. Okay, you can change colors, themes, and you can also check its standard size or ensure fit. Okay, as you can see, I have applied the effect. And format background, what will be the background? You can format background by using these options, whether it is a solid fill or gradient fill or something like that. Okay, apply all, and in this fashion you can add different designs to your slides. Now let me add some transitions, format background and design ideas. You can also use this service which is called design ideas. Currently it is not working fine. Okay, it's opening. um, because the slide is not okay. Now it will create different designs automatically from an online service. So you can also use this service design ideas, customize your slide sizes, wide screen or something else like that, and format background and themes and variants. Now let's move on transitions. Design is for individual slides, you can, or multiple slides, and transitions are for is also for slide level object. Design and transitions are slide level object. This means that we can apply design on the whole slide or multiple slides. Similarly, we can add transitions on the whole slide or multiple slides. So now let's move on. And okay, as you can see, these are the different effects, animation, transitions on a slide level. So let me click on that and apply all. And now let me show you from beginning. As you can see, when I click on that, there are different effects. You can see different effects. Okay, okay, and that's fine. So these are different effects. Oh, now let's move on design again, transitions again, and see what other options are available. So these are all different animations on your individual slides or multiple slides. You can also change effects option from bottom or to top, and you can also add different sounds to your slides, durations to your slides, and you can also move slides by using your mouse click or a timer function. Okay, you can also check this function by yourself. It is also a very interesting function in which you can add a timer after a specific time. It will move slides after a specific time period. So you can check this option after this, not on after mouse click. So let's move on and see what other options available for animations. Design and transitions are built for your whole slides or multiple slides. On the other hand, animations are built only for your particular text objects. Like if you want to add animations to your individual text items, like you as you can see in the screen, these are all text items in the slide. Now let me add some animations on that by selecting by this, and then I will check it by this, flying on, flying in. So when I click on this, it will my text items will be animated in some fashion. So design and transitions are for whole slides, and animations are individual slide text items or images. Let me try to add uh, some animations. As you can see, I have applied these animations on the images. Let me add some slide options, flying in. Okay, as you can see, this is a specific animation. uh, Symbol is over here, and you can click over here and add some other options as well. So these are all other options available for adding slides, animations in your presentation. It has also, it will start when you click on the mouse with previous or after. It has a duration, it can delay. You can also reorder animations with the help of these two buttons. Okay, you can add animations by using this pane or by using this button, add animation. So in this, both are the same things. Both are the same things. you can see that you can apply different effects. Let me add some more effects. Okay, added points, you can horizontal figure. Okay, there are different. Okay, let me add some more animations and bold. Let me add some preview. As you can see, there are different animations, and those animations are your individual text items or your individual images. So as you can see, we can make our presentations more interactive, having a good look or best look with by using design and transitions and animations options. So try to practice these by your own. And there is another option which is called slideshow. With this feature, we can see our presentation in a slideshow mode. We have from beginning option, from front slide. If you want to present your slides in front of your audience, but that audience is online, you can use this feature. But this feature requires Office presentation service, and for this you have an account for on Office MS Office 365. So you can also configure custom slideshows, like by selecting, let's suppose if there are 100 slides in your presentation and you want to create a 50 slide presentation, then you can use this custom shows option. So you can select, let's see, I am selecting all slides, not even slides, and then adding, and then OK, and then show. So as you can see, only 5 slides. As you can see in the bottom, you are seeing your 5 slides. Okay, so it's your choice whether you want to show the full slides, full 100 slides, or creating a slide show or custom show. So in this way you can create custom shows. So let's move on and see what are the options available. Setup slideshow. Okay, in this dialog you can see different options like presented by speaker full screen, browse by individual window screen, browse at kiosk full screen, so showing options loop continuously until escape. Check these options by yourself and show slides. You can show particular slide numbers by checking these options. Custom show, you have already created custom show by using this feature here in the topmost under slideshow. And what is the slide monitor? You can use multiple monitors, like I am using multiple monitors. So use presenter view. Okay, and there are other options available like hide slide. If you want to hide a particular slide, then right click on that and use this option over that hide slide, or over this. Let me add hide. I can use these options. Okay, so next of the sections will be covered later on in our next lecture. Try to practice these things by yourself until next lecture. Meet you soon, inshallah.